around that 2005-6 time frame, you know, we were in Iraq, and that was kind of the big start of all these VB IEDs and you know, pressure plate IEDs. They were putting IEDs in walls, and you know, we really took some hits because of that. You know, before that, we were, I want to say untouchable, but everything that we did tactics-wise, you know, we were able to get in and get out of where we needed to. But once they figured out kind of how we were doing things, you know, the enemy changes. It's a big chess game. And we took a lot of hits. We took some casualties. We had a lot of guys that were injured during that time frame. You know, you saw a lot of guys limping down the hallways. You know, it wasn't a great time in the unit, but I mean, that's combat. That's what we sign up for. And you know, everybody handles it differently. You just kind of take your licks and keep on going. But definitely that brotherhood, you know, having those good guys around you is what helps you get through all that stuff, and you know, keep you going, keep you motivated, keep that team atmosphere and mentality, and you know, just charge on to the next deployment, because that time frame, we were gone constantly. I mean, we were home for 6 months in between deployments, gone again, and home for 6 months, but you weren't even home. You weren't sleeping in your own bed. We were off training and constantly, you know, working that chess game to get better than the enemy, to keep at it. And you know, it was a rough time frame. There's a lot of guys, you know, myself included, that still, you know, deal with things from that era and other times, you know, that we moved through, where, you know, it wasn't great times, but everybody kept their head down and we kept in the fight and adapted the way we needed to what was going on, and just continued moving on and getting ahead of the enemy in that chess game. The next bottle we're going to,
this one will be interesting to talk about.
So then let's, on that topic, compare the first one color-wise to the double barrel, because double barrel, you aged that one twice, correct?
So I'll tell you about this one. This is an interesting one, and this is something, when we do the single barrel picks, this is our biggest single barrel. So this is, we do it, now it's become a normal scoop. We used to release it once a year. Our double barrel maple bourbon.
Yep.
So what we do is we take, basically,
I've heard about this one.
This product.
Yeah, man.
That's the money one.
Product.
Yeah. That's
we dump it out in a 55-gallon drum. Mm-hmm. We fill that barrel with 53 gallons of organic New York State maple syrup. Okay? Let it sit for 4 months. We then basically pasteurize and bottle. I should have brought you guys some. You have some.
I got some.
The bourbon barrel aged maple syrup, which is the balls. All right? We then dump it out, and it doesn't have a lot. It probably has 0.5% of alcohol. It's safe for kids, blah, blah, blah. And then we put that, so you basically got those, you know, dripping barrels. We fill it with 53 gallons of bourbon.
Wow.
Throw that sucker in a shipping container over the summer, so you get some good movement. So you've got the wood movement, you've got the maple syrup movement, and even though the maple name, I think, is kind of a misnomer, it's not too sweet.
No, it's not.
You'll get
a hint.
You get a hint of maple, but this is my favorite.
Tobacco?
Of course. Well, I appreciate you telling me how you do it, because you know, when you get
Jamie, what you got hiding over there?
Yeah, man. Can we put fire to tobacco while we're shooting this?
You're talking about Prometheus? Prometheus is hiding back here. Hold on.
Getting out the second
If we're
fight.
letting trade secrets out about the maple bourbon, we might as well, you know.
Really
while
cool.
we're doing that, we've got Prometheus, the god of fire, who stole fire from.
Wait, did he steal it? He did steal it, right? He stole it, but who did he give it to?
I think I don't know.
He paid it back. He gave it to the people.
Repatriated.
That was the thing. He loved the people so much, right? He said, "Let me give fire to the regular Joe, because they don't have it." Isn't that what we do, sort of?
Yes.
All right. My Greek.
Throw it out there.
That's what we do. Exactly.
Yeah. And then, but it didn't serve Prometheus very well, because Zeus decided, well, he was going to strap him to a rock and have an eagle peck his eyeballs out.
And that's what's on the box too. Yeah.
Is it?
Oh yeah. Look at that.
Story on there.
Yeah,
that's not good.
Yeah, he's sitting here strapped to the rock, and here comes the eagle. Oh yeah. But yeah, we've got a few boxes of cigars.
All right.
some God of Fire. We got some.
I mean, I didn't mean to interrupt things like that.
Oh, well, this is all going to blend together, right?
Cigars.
Yeah,
and
so we have
like,
a few different
bro.
ones here.
You guys do your own label cigars too?
We do.
Anniversary.
Those look
What do you
pretty
got there,
slick, though.
Robusto?
Oh yeah, look at those are those are dark.
I'm jumping in there.
And he's
Hey,
still getting
anniversary
his, he's still
series,
getting his
anybody?
eyes pecked out.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, I know. The label's on there.
And let tell you what.
Yep.
Slide it down.
You guys
I'm gonna grab one of
take
these.
your pick. Yep. We've got fire. We got cutters. I know everybody's got at least a knife on them. Why not?
So who was it? Fire. Ba-da-da-da, you know, the 60s. Fire. Right. What's the name of the artist? Damn it.
Oh, bro, stop,
Fire.
man. Yeah.
I know this. Edwin.
Got it?
Yes,
Oh,
thank you,
Lord.
sir. So I'm excited about this
Somebody's
because
screaming.
I am the god of hellfire, and I bring you fire. I'll take you to burn. Fire. I'll take you to learn.
yes,
Oh,
thank you,
Lord.
sir.
Somebody-
So I'm excited about this
somebody's
because
screaming. And
Yeah, if your
Rick,
palate, if your
Rick
palate isn't
contacted
shot,
me. Oh yeah, well Rick contacted me initially about this whole event and the gathering of minds here. And these were one of the first things he talked about
Gathering of
was the double barrel maple.
Yep.
And just raved about it. Absolutely raved about it. So
This is just Rick's opinion, right? Yeah. If I could have one bourbon, that's
Yeah.
it. Now here's the
It's
key
good.
part. I'm a little smarter because now I was like, how the hell did you get the maple flavor in there? Because you'll see, it's not overwhelming,
It's
and
just
I'm
a
not going to
hint.
steal
Yeah, man.
Paul's thunder.
I mean, I get near the glass.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And
So
I can pick up the
So
aroma.
Dutch, if you were to do
Yeah.
like a,
Oh,
and the other
bro.
thing is, a lot of guys want
Yes,
to
right there, especially with this
just dump them
glass.
together.
Oh, yeah.
and
Rocks
bottle it.
glass, not so much.
So
no.
I think
Yeah.
This
Knob
one,
Creek
wow.
has a,
Wow.
a
Makes a
maple
difference.
bourbon.
Yep.
Too
They
sweet.
do.
Too sweet.
What'd
you
you
could
think?
also-
What'd you think of my?
You could take a regular knob maple
That?
and
Yep.
some and some regular knob and
Yep.
knock it down.
So I want to bring this to the fore
Yep.
because I had an
Got it.
issue.
Picking up what you.
So I'm
might
a
be
coffee
drinking your
snob
Kool-Aid
too, right?
there, too.
Fire. I'll take you to burn.
And then, of course, in my mind, what am I already thinking? You took the worst bourbon you had left around in the Rick house and then threw a bunch of maple syrup on it and made it taste better.
You're a cynical son of a bitch.
Yeah, very cynical. Yeah, who do I trust? No one. Yeah. So,
You can trust Rick's palate.
Dude,
Yep. All right, so we got some cutters, Prometheus cutters here, right? Depending on how you like your cut, right? You've got that, and then on these lighters, which is pretty cool, is you have a punch. You have 2 different settings on a punch on here also.
That's badass. I
And
like
then, of course,
punch.
if
I
you
like
just-
V cut.
Yeah, if you just got your knife.
And I
on
just
here, you
used
can
a
bust out your.
my because it's very heavy metal.
well, I've already got my cut on there.
There you go.
It's very rock and
Yeah,
roll.
don't burn yourself.
Yep.
And then I got a
Have
Zippo.
at it.
People say
And
you
then-
can't light a
Cool.
cigar with a Zippo. No, bro, it's a freaking
It's
torch.
American
It's
made.
a torch.
It's American made too.
It's incognito. It's camouflaged. It's an actual torch.
of course,
Just
I'm
in a
a
Zippo.
monkey looking at a wristwatch here trying to figure out how high it goes.
Did you punch?
I punched.
Oh
did
man,
indeed.
that's good smoke right there. It's like smoking air.
So you guys have the anniversary. What are you guys smoking? God of Fire.
I'm doing the Robusto God of Fire.
What do we got? 3
This
different.
this
There's
this
3 different
wrapper
ones.
is much more
That
robust.
anniversary looks good. You got a flavor?
That's what these guys are.
Check this out too.
The anniversary's right there. If
You want to see
That's
some
the
cool
Robusto.
friggin'? You want to see some cool cigar shit?
Anniversary.
Oh, look at that.
Woo! Rock and roll.
Cool cigar shit.
Oh, look at that.
Hell yeah.
So now, do you ever smoke any of your
I'm not.
bourbon?
I'm
Have
not.
you
I'm
been
not a
into
big.
that
I'm not.
piece yet?
I'm not a
Yeah.
big cigar smoker.
Yeah.
Never-
No, I mean
never-
smoking your bourbon.
Smoking.
You know, all the new kind of the little
Yeah. So the
glasses
one- so
you
the
put
so
in
the
wood
one
chips
thing
and apple.
the one thing that I should have brought down. I should have, in addition to the whole devil's cut, what we do. And Dutch, you should try this because you're kind of into the geeky science stuff.
Well, and as you continue, this is a very minor maple flavor.
Yeah, just on the nose.
Right.
And it's nice.
Dude,
we
it's
also
really
do.
nice.
We also do that.
Yep, you're not
in a-
getting
in
it
a
in the back of your
115.
palate, you know?
That would be the way to
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
And what is this here?
good
45, so 90?
Yeah, 90. So we'll take a stave, all right? And you still have, because of that alcohol and the caramelized sugars, we'll get a blowtorch. I mean, you could use a creme brulee torch, but a blowtorch is always better. You crank that thing down for,
R11.
4 or 5, 11 seconds.
That goes up to 11.
And then immediately put a rocks glass on it. And all those caramelized sugars, it's basically going to go out. All that smoke is going to adhere to the glass.
Huh.
and then you make your old fashioned, your Manhattan.
Yeah.
It's
I've seen that trend in a couple of pubs.
It's good. But we'll do it on the stave. Like some guys will throw chips and smoke it.
Yeah,
in
they do. They do have a kit or
We'll
whatever.
do it on the stave.
Nice.
Wow.
And it's pretty cool.
So now the trade secret's out, right? Because I kept going, how?
I patented that. No, I didn't patent that.
But it's like, how are you getting the maple in there? So now you know, it's just kind of recycling.
Yeah, so I would guess if you were to do the math, we probably, with 53 gallons of bourbon or whatever it is, there's probably a gallon of maple syrup, so it's, 1.5%, 2%. It's not crazy amount.
Yep.
So it is just that hint. Some people don't even pick it up at all. On the 115, you'd pick it up a little bit more because it's cut less.
You pick it up way more
Yeah,
with
the
your
notes,
nose than you do with.
Yeah.
Yep. And then if you taste it with your sinuses, you know what I mean? Like if you put it in your mouth, you swallow it, and exhale through your nose, taste it with your sinuses.
Yeah,
I like beer, doing beer like that.
right.
Taste it with my sinuses.
The other stuff that's interesting is in terms of your nose. If I were to blindfold you and put nose clips on you and gave you bourbon, scotch, rye, whatever, you can't tell the difference.
Right. Yeah.
It's
'Cause
that
you have to
much
taste
of
with
it
your nose,
is in your nose.
Yep. Yeah. That's fun. Yeah, I love that. I love tasting all of these different. It could be vino, it could be IPA, it could be bourbon, but I like tasting it with my sinuses.
Yeah, so don't do barrel sampling when you have a cold.
Cold, yeah. No, it's a moot point. Man.
And the
It's not
other
gonna bring it
thing,
up.
this happened a couple years ago. Someone called up and said, "Oh, I bought a bottle of your bourbon. This one tastes funny." So I was like, "Oh shit." So I asked him, when did you buy it? Blah blah blah. And I went back, called a couple stores, no issues. The guy called me a week later, said he'd been taking a lot of Advil, and I guess that will cook your senses as well. And said, "I apologize for calling you."
Oh, right on. So he called, dude, man, right on. Good for him.
Yeah, at least he said that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Good for him. Yeah.
All right.
I don't get that.
All right.
My business.
So you're only doing the maple once a year?
No. So we kind of did it. We do it as a release, but now it's so big, it's a 12-month SKU. We have it all the time. Yeah. Never run out.
Right
Are
on.
you doing any single barrels or anything? Have you?
We do a tremendous amount of single barrels, and during COVID, it got even crazier.
Right.
So our business, luckily, is much more liquor store than restaurants and bars. So that business, restaurant bar, done. I mean, it's coming back now. Northeast, it was even worse. But our liquor store business was, through the roof. I mean, these guys basically had Christmas 12 months in a row.
Oh yeah. Everybody's sitting at home having to deal
it's
with
crazy.
their kids.
Yeah. So
The
I.
wives running the liquor store every day.
Leave the liquor store open, don't touch it.
Yeah. Well, the great thing is, you could go to a liquor store, okay, but you couldn't go to church or an AA meeting.
Yeah.
So it shows you. So what I told people was, I
Go
said,
down and get yourself some dope.
I
You
said,
can't go to an outdoor church service.
I said last year
Bad
was
news.
great for Taconic Distillery, but I don't know if it was good for humans.
You remember Rick Merritt? Remember his name?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I
Ra-
do.
Ra- Ranger Regimental Sergeant.
Oh, running around the
Super
airfield
freak,
barefoot.
Barefoot. Right. So
Yeah.
I'll tell a story about Rick, but a quick segue. He was, my first wife and I were driving across the Savannah River Bridge, pouring rain. We come across into South Carolina. There's a dude ahead of us. I mean, we could only see 100 meters. The wipers are on full speed. Bop, 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 bop. And my man is on the right-hand side running. He's in Ranger panties
Yep. Probably barefoot.
and a shirt, no shoes.
Yep.
Right.
Barefoot.
And I'm like, oh my Lord, that's Rick Merritt. I said, wind down the window. You hear me when I say wind down the window.
Wind down the
Yeah.
We
window.
didn't
Wind
have,
down
we
the
didn't-
window,
it was a Chevy, what the fuck was it? It was not I can't remember
Caprice.
what it was. And we're like, wind down the window. Rick, you good? Hey, I'm good. I'm turning around right now. I'm
Turn
like,
around.
all right, bro. So
Coming about.
from Hunter Army Airfield,
10 miles away.
across the Savannah
Yeah.
River Bridge,
Yeah.
that's at least 6, I think, 5
That's
or
like
6.
some mace shit there.
At least.
He's gonna go
Oh,
10.
yeah. And the Savannah River Bridge is no joke.
It is
You drive
no
over
joke.
it.
They do an
and
event
You
there.
run it?
Yeah, they do an event.
Oh my gosh. You're
I
like,
did that event a
I
couple
didn't know
times.
how steep it was. Yeah.
But here's Rick, barefoot,
Yeah.
already at the 5 mile point. I'm good, bro. I'm going back in the fucking pouring rain.
Yep.
So, but anyway, Rick, he was, long story short, I've already.
Dude,
I've run out of
the
track
unit
now.
was filled with guys like that. Like, you're always trying to be best at being mediocre, you know, at the unit. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh,
And you think you're a badass, and you go, fuck, man.
Nowhere near.
Yeah. Wait, what's your course time? What's your 700 point aggregate score? It's like, dude, how much sleep do I need at night, really? Because how early can I come in every day? So one of my early, I was always a PT in the morning and at PT time type of dude. But I would come in to do PT and there'd be guys finishing.
2 days.
Finishing. You know, there'd be guys coming in, it's still dark, from the old course with PMASK on.
Damn it!
So I would come in earlier. And this one morning, you guys will like this story. I come in and it's 5. I'm like, all right, nobody's finishing PT yet. I go up into the loft because I'm going to do bag work. And I turn on the lights, and Greg Birch is sleeping with his freaking PMASK on in his K-vest. And I wake him up because the lights are on, and he turns over and starts doing push-ups. I'm like, fuck! Still beat me! I haven't even started freaking whacking the bag yet. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I started doing push-ups, sit-ups, and then does the freaking O course with his freaking P-mask on and K-vest.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was A's Squadron CSM when I got there.
Yeah.
And dude, we did everything in a PMASK.
Yes.
He loved that thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved that thing, man. Before this whole now, a few years ago, I haven't seen it too much now, but you got
Altitude
guys
training,
running, altitude
whatever.
training, these massive
Sissies.
and people
You freaking
I'm
sissies,
like,
homo.
you have no idea. You have no idea who
You
Greg Birch
CrossFit
is.
geek.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
I'm like, we were doing hits in PMASK and running around all kinds of stuff in a PMASK.
Yes.
Just to make it suck even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Birch loved that thing, man. Oh my God, I'm surprised we weren't climbing up Tora Bora with the PMASK on. Just because you can do it.
And then I would come in on
do it.
Saturday and Sunday to PT and shoot because it wasn't enough because I was still behind dudes. And I'd come in on Saturday morning at, like 7. And here comes Mace out of the pool. And I'm like, what you doing, bro? He goes, I just swam 10K in the pool. 10K on a Saturday morning in the pool.
Yep. I know, you think you're
Damn
getting
it.
ahead.
No,
You're
no,
like,
no.
yes, I'm finally. And somebody's beating you to it, man. It doesn't matter.
To your
No.
point, right? So
No.
to your point, so people like to talk about selection, talk about the right people, the best people, whatever
Right.
else. So I like to equate it to college football, high school, college, pro football. So you're a high school footballer, you're pretty good, right? You get selected to a college, and you're pretty damn good. You get selected to the pro football circuit, and you're not that good. Well, you get up there, and 25% of my guys in my graduating OTC class were best Ranger winners and competitors.
Right.
Yeah.
Walt,
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Cyborg.
Cyborg,
Coon.
Taran,
Cyborg.
Moran,
Yep.
Cyborg.
Coon.
Cyborg.
Coon after
yeah.
Coon Silver Star awardee after being shot numerous times.
Right.
Here I am, Lee Baumgartner. People that can control themselves on the dirty name, right? They go, "Zzz, zzz, zzz,"
Yep.
and I'm going,
Yeah, they just jump over the dirty name that you're hitting your belly going, and they're like just bing, 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 and like,
shut your
What
mouth.
the-
At the top of my game, CT Olympics, 95.
You with Nacy?
What's that?
Did you go with Nacy?
No, that was 93.
Okay.
So Nacy told me to try out. So at the top of my game, I made the team. And on the team, when we started training, we had to get some raw data. So let's do the big O. So I go first. And Kevin Andrews, I don't know if you remember him or not, but he was a fucking oh my God, like the quintessential friggin'
Another
operator.
cyborg.
Yes. I finished in 7:40. He goes, bro, that's a good time. Good. I was the slowest guy out of 10 dudes. At 7:40. Slowest.
Wow.
yeah.
Slowest.
That's almost a mile, right?
No,
not a
it's
mile.
the O course. No, it's not. It's
Big
less.
O.
Yeah, the big O. It's not a mile, but there's 26 freaking obstacles
Yeah.
in this thing. It's at least a quarter mile through the freaking woods. But 7:40, I was like, this is my best time ever, I was the slowest guy on the team out of 10 dudes.
That time frame, 05, 06, it was the heyday of Iraq. Everything was really kicking off. Prior to that, when we got into Iraq, 03, 04, we'd go down in plain clothes and go to the stores and go shopping and go eat on the economy. I mean, it was pretty lax. But as more and more enemy came in and we started to see this influx of foreign fighters, I mean, a lot of these foreigners just wanted to kill Americans. That's all they wanted to do. I mean, I remember rolling up certain guys and they were just like, nope, I'm just here to kill Americans. And that was it. And they, weren't from Iraq. They were from, various countries that we saw coming in. And we saw that uptick in different explosive devices and pressure plates. And, we couldn't go out in town anymore. It definitely, the dynamic changed. We were very busy. I mean, there were rotations, 90-day rotations where we did over 100 and something hits. So there were times that we'd go out, do 3-4 hits a night. I mean, you'd go out on one, but as soon as you'd go there, you'd start talking to the guy and start getting some intel, and he'd tell you about, his cousin or brother or somebody else in that cell, and it was like, all right, we got to follow on. There were nights that we'd leave at dark and we wouldn't get back till after the sun came up. I mean, that happened numerous times, just hit after hit after hit. And it was busy time frame. Obviously, the more you go out, the more you risk running into the hornet's nest, and we had our fair share of that, many different firefights and guys getting stitched up, but that's what we do, and you gotta take your licks, keep on going, and then figure it out afterwards.
My original code name was Squirrel.
Because
in
of that.
OTC,
Squirrel.
because of that rope.
Squirrel.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would run across
That's
that
how-
pipe
I would
and
teach guys.
launch across that thing.
Dan would do the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, fuck
that
you.
motherfucker's going out there on
Oh,
shore
yeah, well,
just.
Dude, I would hit it halfway down.
Yes.
Oh, that's how
before
you-
I would even hit the rope.
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
So
That's the
in
way to do it.
OTC, they started calling me fucking Squirrel.
Yeah.
Flying squirrel.
When I got to my team, Mark Gallagher was my team leader. He's like, yeah, Squirrel's not demeaning enough, and you're a little dude. Your code name's Chipmunk.
Oh!
Yeah. So I went from Squirrel to Chipmunk was my code name, and then my wife ended up diming me out at a fucking breakfast we did back in Savannah, and my code name then became Mango. Yeah, that's a whole
Mango.
other story. Yeah.
Oh, geez. You might open
Yeah.
up that.
So you
freaking-
remember Mango from Saturday Night Live, Chris Kattan?
Mango.
This waitress
Christ.
comes to the table and she's like, you know
Oh
who
my-
you look like?
Chris
She's
Kattan.
like, you look like that guy from Saturday Night Live.
Unbelievable, bro.
She couldn't think of Chris
Oh
Kattan. She's
my
like,
God.
he plays
I take
Mango. And I'm like,
Not
you
yet.
mean
I
Chris
won't.
Kattan? She's like, yes, you look like Chris Kattan. I'm like, okay,
Yes.
dude, we're
Because
at
the
like
code
a
name's
team-
got to be demeaning.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
We're at a team dinner
doing-
one night.
But it depends on how that goes, and we can talk about code names in a minute.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, yeah.
But dude, my wife tells that
That's
story, and
oh
then
my God,
fucking
Mango.
immediately Gallagher is like, Mango, that's it, your new code name, and that stuff.
Sorry I'm late. I was just getting acupuncture on my hoo-ha.
That was it. I
But
was
see,
Mango
I
from
didn't
here
get
out.
demeaning, man.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I lucked away with mine. You know?
Did you?
Oh, fuck yeah,
Oh,
dude.
dude, yeah.
So,
Mine's horrible.
dude, when you look at mine, so if you go back to the whole Jason Bourne, I forget which one it was.
Yeah.
If you remember the asset,
Yeah.
right? Well, what was the whole thing with the asset? He was the fucking assassin dude, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
bad guy.
Oh, yeah.
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 So when you burn down a bunch of people, oh yeah, we're gonna swap you to that. It's like, all right, dude, I'll keep that one.
Yeah,
there
right,
There
yeah.
could be some worse ones out there.
Yeah, no
But I'm-
shit. No,
My
I
code name
I
was
did it with Mango.
boring. Mac.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it fit, dude.
Yeah.
It just fit. Yep.
Like, all right.
It just
Pretty
fit.
freaking boring.
Yeah.
Mac.
Mine came and went.
Yep.
Came and went. It was. You can't call yourself.
Right.
You can't bring a nickname. I'm like, I don't give a shit.
Right.
I'm glad to be
But
here.
what's with? So give us the Dutch.
But you're still Dutch. You've been Dutch since 175.
Yep.
Because I remember 175, we went to Germany for like a month and did an exchange with them.
Yep.
Trained with the German airborne, like they're top
Fallschirmjäger.
dudes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I remember going over to Dutch's house when you had the 2 Dalmatians.
Yep.
Oh yeah, because my wife loved them. We ended up getting a Dalmatian.
This dude.
But
you
you
remember-
were always Dutch
Always.
since the freaking mid '90s.
That was John
because he's
Spizzo.
fluent in German.
John Spizzo.
Das können wir. Die beiden. Wir können das machen.
De Name komt aus de
Fallschirmjäger.
Kino. No, nee. Kino Predator.
Oh, right, yeah, right.
Because Spizzo says, "Oh, you're Dutch now." Like, why? Because you do the Arnold Schwarzenegger
Oh, from Predator?
Yeah.
Oh,
And he
Predator.
so
Okay, yeah.
You're a platoon sergeant in the United States Army Ranger Battalion. There's 40 guys, right? You have 40 guys.
Erst aus Österreich. Österreich. Arnold. Österreich.
Ja, ja.
Ja, nicht-
Nee. No, Austria.
Ja, Österreich.
Austria.
Austria. Österreich.
Ja, okay.
Ja.
Alles klar.
Auf Deutsch,
Alles
es
klar.
ist Österreich.
Alles klar. Ja.
I'll give you that one.
So,
But I was still.
You can have it.
Hang on.
Anyway,
So
let's
he was
start
saying
another conversation. I don't know what
you
the
know,
hell
we're
we're saying.
sitting in the. He would say Dutch. Say get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
Get to the
So I have to say it.
Yes.
You have to say it. Platoon sergeant tells fucking E4, E5 what to do. You do it. So it was get to the chopper. You know, it was, if it bleeds, you can kill it. All that bullshit. You know, what the fuck are you doing here, Dylan? I thought you were someone who could trust.
I thought you were something I could trust.
All this bullshit. It
What
went on and
happened
on,
to
man. It
you?
went on and on.
Get to the chopper!
Changed.
And that's how it started. But when I got to the unit, they were like, you can't bring it. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Call me fucking Joe. I don't give a fuck what you call me.
Yeah.
But guys that came before me, like you said, they already knew me as Dutch.
Yep.
Guys that came after me knew me as Dutch. And then, I got hit with the piece of metal. You drew a great picture, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah.
In the B Squadron Book of
Oh,
Woe.
it's in there still.
Oh, I know.
Yep.
It's
I
in
know.
there.
Yeah, my man almost died.
So I got blasted with a...
Just a freaking piece of, just an armored car door hit him in the face, going like 200 miles an hour.
Well, we don't know.
After a
Yeah.
freaking.
Nobody gauged
No.
the miles an hour on the piece
No,
of metal.
Yeah,
no
that's
airway,
about it.
no
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Armored car door hit you in the face.
Lost some teeth. Paul Linskins was there. You know, I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
He's like, get in the Humvee.
Chicklets.
You're not good. You're not good.
Chicklets.
Get in the Humvee.
Get him to the med shed now. Get him to the chopper. Yeah, get him to the med shed now.
Yep, so that
Yeah.
it stayed. It
You
wouldn't go away.
were, dude, you were jacked.
Oh, I was fucking. I was fucking.
Like life, limb, or eyesight.
Yeah, it was
no
like that.
shit, bullshit.
we had never practiced that. We had no idea what the fuck.
Dutch
that
is
thing
like,
was
yeah, give me that shit. I'll shoot it.
Simon
Bam.
device.
Why not?
Simon device, bro.
Well,
Simon
they-
device.
Simon device. That's so.
So it was
So
self-inflicted?
Seth Baker
Partially.
goes. He goes, hey, your new name, your new Delta Chi nickname is Simon.
That didn't stick.
It didn't stick.
No,
Didn't stick.
He's Dutch. He has been
Dutch.
Dutch forever.
Yeah.
Good
But
name.
we all do. I mean, just like we started here, right? We started with our bourbon tasting. We have our expert here that distills them. So we bring in like, what's the basis? How are these made? What is the proof? Okay, how is that one done? That one done. We all do.
By the end, we don't give a fuck. It's like, cool, bro. That was really. Give me more of that one.
Yeah,